Well, I hope I'm not disappointing you guys, but at the rate I'm going, you will never see the end of this project. So I'm going to use an axe to cut this notch out. So sorry to disappoint you purists out there, but I don't have the time to do this by stone axe. This is taking, I've spent like maybe 45 minutes getting down that far. There, I finished it in less than 3 minutes. Maybe what I should do is I should do some Photoshop or editing where this actually is a stone tool. Alright, now I'll get rid of this and you won't see this again. Thanks, Greg. Cool. The type of houses that the natives of our area built were pit houses, and they used a lot of western red cedar planks. What they would do is they would sink down a pit, you know, maybe 3, 4, 5 feet, and shore it up with cedar planks. They would actually, you know, 1 to 2 inch thick planks that they would split off these great big cedar trees, and then that's what they would build the houses out of, is these boards or planks. Well, I don't have a lot of planks, so I'm going to use the cedar that I have available. And I don't want to dig down here either because we're close by the creek. So instead of digging down, I'm going to lay some cedar planks, or boards, whatever, along the sides and the back, and then I'm going to shore it up with rocks and dirt. And so we'll be a sort of a subterranean house, only not subterranean. I also have created my first lithic debitage from sharpening my hand axe. And I have basalt flakes. You know, the thought did cross my mind to edit the part out with the metal axe, but in reality, you know, half of these logs that I'm using, actually all of the logs that I've been using, were cut with metal tools originally. So, you know, I'm trying to be as authentic as possible, but at the same time, the reality of time, actually having the time, because I don't have a lot of time. I just grab snippets of time here and there that I can work on my shelter here. You know, I like my videos to be about primitive things, but it doesn't always work out that way. I want this rock to sit flat so when it's on the inside of the shelter I can actually use it to set things on. I was really wanting to save this fern here on the outside of my shelter, but it looks like it's going to be on the inside of my shelter. So I think it's going to have to go. I have something that I'm dying to show you guys, but I'm not quite to that point yet in our structure we're building. Without saying too much, ruining the surprise, it has to do with a great big giant western red cedar that I found. And, well, I don't want to say too much, but let me just say that we're going to have plenty of bark for the roofing. Maybe I'll stick it on this side of the fort and bury the roots, and it'll grow on the other side. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Our shelter seems to keep growing bit by bit. So I'll have to level out a little bit more. Back here, real anxious to get the roof put on before it starts raining, so this is dry from the beginning. I've always figured that the natives that lived here built the type of shelters, houses that worked best for the environment that they were in, for the most part. So that's why I'm choosing a type of a pit house without the pit, using cedar planks. It's getting late and I need to go to bed. So, adios. Oh, you guys are awesome. I think you smashed a fart out of your hand. Oh man, you guys are too funny.